Well, hello everyone. This is SavageCast, and it seems my chat broke there for a second. Hold on, let me quickly test that. Alright, good, it works now. It had a black box render in the bottom right corner of the stream, so I don't know why I did that. But I'm here with Don today. He is going to be the SavageCast guest of the stream. And we're going to be talking about the giant echo chamber of memes and circle jerking, as well as gaming, mental disorders, gloom, demon
Mid,
cores, the shower that doesn't work at his place. What else, Don? What else are we going to talk
mid,
about?
hated it. Mid,
Mid hated it? Yeah, we're going to be talking about mid
mid.
hated it as well as all the enemies and the enemy slander, which is going to be really fun. When do you want to show that, Don? You want to show that now?
Whenever we're talking about the enemies after that.
Okay, once we talk about the enemies, or how about we show the slander and then we talk about the enemies?
Okay, that's fair enough for me.
That way we can explain the slander a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the first topic, I believe, no, I'm probably wrong because I I hastily got this all together. It's the art of slanders, right? You want to talk about how, like,
Mm-hmm.
so Don, here's the question that a lot of people, like, especially Alex, is asking: what made you become a slander powerhouse? How did you start this shit posting crusade?
Okay, so you wanna know what happened? I decided as a joke, to make the first original slander, the one that's had funk music in it.
Yeah, that
And
had
bro,
a
the funk
KSLV
music
in it. Yeah,
was so mid, everybody hated it, mid
I
hated it.
loved it. I loved it.
Uh, but that I decided just to make another one. And it's like, well, if I'm already made two, I might as well make three after when J6 house is all fixed. And well, if I'm going to make three, I'm going to make four. And after that, it's like it went to 14,
It became an addiction essentially.
pretty much.
We got you.
And like most of the slander is like usually focusing on past events, like the Peter Griffin Gartic phone incident,
Yeah,
or just or just solely focusing on you, such as like J6 never leaves the basement, J6 after party animals, J6 after blah 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 blah.
yeah.
Mid hated it. Mid hated it. I hate it
Peter Griffin
so.
Gartic phone incident. Okay, so that Gartic phone incident, everyone kept saying typing Peter Griffin in as their prompt.
Mhm.
So I was stuck drawing Peter Griffin like every other fucking time.
If I recall correctly, that was Corbin's fault. Corbin's idea.
Corbin's fault, and Corbin also did the Thug Shaker one too.
Yeah, give me the bug shaker. The bug shaker.
No, Thug Shaker, not Bug, Thug.
Yeah, but he also did the bug too.
Yeah, but it was annoying as shit, and I hated him for it.
Yeah.
Bruh.
So that's pretty much like the slander lore for the most part.
Gotcha. What else? Are there any other questions?
Does anybody
Surprisingly,
else have
not a
any?
whole lot. I was expecting a lot more, but it
Mostly
seemed,
it was just Dev God.
yeah, it was mostly just Alex asking questions. Um, Holy
To
fucking shit,
shower.
it's J6 doppelganger? Yeah. He got his haircut. Mine's still like down to my chest. His is probably like what, down to shoulder at this point.
Yeah, I got that light skin haircut.
Holy shit, it's a Jew without a crooked nose. What? Oh my god.
I goth.
Hi goth. Yes, hi. All right. So,
Good dad. Yeah, he calls me Fuzzy, nickname. Don't want. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't predict him. I didn't predict him leaving this time.
all right. What brought Dawn to J6 community? The origins of Dawn.
Oh, what brought Don to Jason community? Okay, it was just Jackbox really. I was just like looking for Jackbox to play, and then I found his stream, and like it was like something sparked.
Hmm.
And
Got
my
you on my
parents are
big
loud.
screen. Nice. Allegedly, it was One Piece cock edits. No, it was not. It was not. It, it was definitely Jackbox, and then he was like, "Oh shit, this guy actually enjoys dark humor. I'm staying here."
Pretty
Am
much.
I am I more or less right about that? Yeah. Any other questions anyone has before we so anime style of power scaling Discord members. Wait, was that a thing you I'm just reading through the list, Don.
Yeah, I just thought it was like a stupid idea that you'd
All
be
right, well,
interested in.
so who would win in an anime style fight? Well, you suggested Meg and Kira. Um,
Hmm.
I feel like Meg would just try to fall in love for Kira because she's lesbian, and Kira would just destroy her with like I don't know, cutting her wrist 100 times or something because she's a goth.
Well, you gotta remember, Meg has like giant durability because she's a giant.
You're right. You're right. She can take a bunch of damage because she's fat.
Mhm. Like Nico Cotto Avocado, but female, female,
Oh my
female
god.
woman, female,
That's not what
female.
goths do, that's emo? Okay, whatever, whatever. Well also Kira won't have much armor because she has fishnets and fishnets aren't really durable. Um so she wouldn't have much armor to protect her unlike Meg. So you're dealing with a tank versus a high damage output. So you have attack versus defense. Frankly, I think the attack will eventually win against the attrition of the defense.
Yeah, it's
Um,
like Raiden versus Armstrong.
so yeah, so my yeah, exactly. It's like playing against Senator Armstrong. Um, I have a feeling Kira would win in that anime fight. What other anime fights do you think would happen? Um,
Okay, I need your opinion on this.
all right.
Full form CJ versus Dawn taking the battle semi seriously.
I feel like CJ would obviously win. I mean, when he's in his
Really?
ultimate life form, where he just becomes Supreme Obama Supreme, um, he becomes God. He will literally kill anything. He will literally kill your God, uh, Allah. He'll kill the Christian God. He'll kill all the Hindu gods with the power of Obama. Like you don't mess with CJ when he's in his full form. He will kill everyone and everything. He'll literally destroy the world.
But what if CJ is stuck in my domain?
He can break out of it with the power of Obamium. I hate to tell you, Don. That's just how he is. He's just ultimate. He's the ultimate life form.
Guess I'll just Photoshop Obama's face onto my OC and become Obama Don and destroy CJ through his
Oh
own
my
means.
god. Oh my god. I keep getting
Alrighty.
fucking teens saying wrist check, even though I don't do that shit to myself. I'm sorry, Kira. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. But
Or Kira.
but
Always
yeah,
attracting the
Max.
immature.
Should we have Max pit against someone in an anime fight?
Alrighty.
Max
Hmm.
versus you
Hold
in
on,
a
hold
in
on.
a who? Max versus Andrew.
Oh yeah, trash versus garbage.
Trash versus garbage. Oh my god. I feel like Andrew would have a schizo rant and would just end up attacking himself like a confused Pokemon.
Well, you got to remember that Andrew is head of a bootleg factory in China where he makes bootleg slanders and bootleg crap.
Yeah, he has the power of China behind him. That is right. And
Hmm.
then Max only has the power of Latvia, which is like insignificant compared to China. So I don't know. You do bring up a good point. You do bring up
Yeah,
a
if
good
Andrew
point.
actually took the fight seriously, it would be an issue.
Yeah, if both parties take the fight very seriously, I honestly feel like, unfortunately, Max would lose in this fight.
Yeah, unfortunately. I don't know. Maybe if Max, maybe if it was a one-on-one battle, Max could win. But if we're talking a war, Max would lose.
Yeah, yeah. If it's a marathon, it's the difference between like a race and a marathon. I guess you could say.
Hmm.
Why are there two J6 on my stream? Because one's an imposter.
No, I'm a failed clone.
No, he's a failed Jewish clone. He's my evil Jewish brother from a different
Oh,
dimension.
yeah.
He's my evil brother from the Jewish dimension. That's how I'm gonna say it. He's my evil brother from the Jewish dimension.
The imposter, the Jew that vented? No way. Yeah, remember that Jew that vented, unironically.
So the one on the left is the imposter, right? You mean this one?
Mhm. Yeah, pretty much. except I don't use vents or from Hollywood.
You don't use vents, you don't dig holes underneath your synagogues in New York City. You don't you don't grab pennies off the floor.
I'm trying to convince you that he's not an
You
evil
don't ask the
Hollywood
US for
mastermind.
funding for your country so they can bomb Muslims.
That whole area is such a
It's a
schizo
shithole.
area.
It's a shithole.
Like, it's not an unpopular opinion, but if you're willing to stay in an active bomb zone, I really don't care for you.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair.
Like, what more is there to say? But that aside, I think it's time we move on.
All
How about
right.
the shower?
To the shower. Oh, yeah. So, Don, I'm just now
All right.
noticing that horizontally challenged. What? No, they
All right.
both have
So
a
it's
very
time
wide nose. I mean,
for the
yeah.
shower. Let's talk about it.
All
Are
right, the
you ready?
shower.
Alrighty. So this it's not just a shower, it's the bathroom. This bathroom has been broken for approximately half my life. Okay? We're talking about leaks from the floor.
Oh my
We're
god.
talking about mold. We're talking about a sinkhole forming underneath, destroying the wood and the concrete foundation. The
Why the
entire
fuck do
thing,
you even live there?
how was anybody supposed to guess? Okay, so so and this all started because a problem with the sink happened. So we hired like these handyman to essentially rip out the entire bathroom, just rip out the floor.
Yeah.
Uh, and after like some months and a lot of like construction work, the bathroom is actually mostly fixed. I mean, even the roof is fixed partially. So, but there's one problem. This tile guy, he is MIA. I don't know if he got deported, unironically. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened, but he's been MIA. Supposedly something is going to happen tomorrow, but there is another plan in the way. And well, there's actually two bathrooms we have, and we might just have a shower in the second bathroom installed.
Yeah, honestly, at that point, you might as well just do that.
Because if we're going to be waiting, we might as well just upgrade what we already have.
And that way, when you sell the house, you can sell it as 2 full baths instead of 1.5.
Hmm. Yeah, but the whole thing is just such a clusterfuck. I've
No,
been
I
waiting for this.
agree. Don is
I
never
think
getting
that
his shower fixed. No, his shower will get fixed when Half-Life 3 gets announced.
for real. Like, I'm so frustrated. Like, if I see this tile guy, I'm unironically going to like put a collar on him in a kinky fashion just so he until he gets his job done because he's not leaving my sites. I
Bruh.
mean, he's going to be my pet until his job is done. I mean that.
What the fuck? Are you able to do that to people? Is that just like part of your Jewish powers?
And I got special privileges from being Jewish, I guess.
Oh my
That's
god.
pretty much like the entire thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, in case you haven't figured it out, I'm kind of like going a little bit insane from the lack of showerless
Oh no,
behavior.
I understand. At that point, I would just like I would get a sprinkler or something and just like or
Like I'm using the sink to wash myself up with a washcloth.
that's disgusting.
Hmm.
That's sad. That's genuinely sad.
But I think we might have like at least a shower by like May.
May. Oh gee. At
Yeah,
that point, you might as well go on vacation and just you shower at the hotel. Fucking hell.
or just use the beach on Malaysia.
That sounds like a bad idea.
You're right.
Exactly. Exactly. So, oh, I think we skipped over Discord enemies. Do you want to talk about that, or do you want to talk about gaming first?
Let's talk about gaming first because I think that Discord enemies like going to be like our
That's gonna be
pseudo
like our
rapid
ultimate or penultimate thing, yeah.
fire. Alrighty. So, do you want to talk about Tears of the Kingdom or Disney X Epic?
I hate that it exists. I really do. That makes me fearful for the video game industry because now Epic is owned by Tencent, which is the evil Chinese, and Disney, which is the evil Americans of Hollywood. And
Yeah,
when
Disney.
you combine the two, you get the worst thing in the world, and now that's basically what Epic has become. And I agree, Max. I agree. That
Uh,
scares me greatly.
Disney has been like wanting to invest in video games for like some time now. Like
They've
they
been
got
wanting to
ten
do it for a
percent.
decade and a half or so. It's been
Yeah,
like
they got
recorded
ten
that far
percent of
back.
Epic Games in like stocks. So like they can pretty much like do whatever they want with Epic, as long as the CEO says yes.
Yeah. But he'll say yes because it's going to make both of them money. It's going to be a symbiotic relationship at this point.
Now, I don't mean to downplay anybody here, but this quote unquote collab has been like expected for like years now. I mean, like they had like Deadpool like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
They had like Star Wars.
Don't they have a couple
They,
Marvel characters too, as well as Star Wars?
they had a whole entire Marvel season that lasted 3 months.
Yeah,
It was the
exactly.
largest event.
It was
I'm
it
not
was
shitting.
bound to happen.
Yeah, and that season was shit too, much like everything else Disney is.
Well, no shit. I mean, people still pay for Disney Plus, so I mean, Disney is still a problem as long as that service exists.
Mm. But yeah, this whole thing was like expected to happen, but I understand why people are upset because like Disney can like basically like get rid of somebody because he doesn't align with our
He doesn't
one
align
hundred
with
percent.
our liberal fascist opinions, therefore we can cancel him. Oh, he
Mm,
doesn't like Black Ariel? Oh, we can fire him.
we can remove him from the game.
Yep. Yeah, no, Disney can sue the world. They're a very powerful company, and that's what I fear about them buying out part of Epic, is now you have that danger of them having
Mhm.
a giant foothold in the industry, because I like to scoff at Fortnite. I like to make fun of Epic Games for being a dog shit game service, a dog shit online platform, and their metaverse that they're trying to grab in Fortnite is a pathetic waste of money, and they know this, which is why they're asking for capital by other companies, which is why Disney bought part of them. They're desperate at this point. I
Yeah,
mean, if
may
you
I
watch
interrupt
any
this?
Gamer's Nexus video in the past few months, the guy lives in Cary, North Carolina, which is where Epic is headquartered. He will dig on them every other week, I swear,
Yeah,
because
he
they have
spends
no
way too
good
much time on
management. They
Twitter.
laid off like what, 20% of their staff the other month?
900 people.
900 people. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people at a
And
gaming company.
if I were to self-insert for 1 minute, um, this whole metaverse thing. You want to know what the whole metaverse is to, according to like the CEO?
What?
It is cloning Roblox and having a mediocre rhythm game.
Well, I knew that. I knew that much. I knew it was basically trying to compete with Roblox, which
Like there's
unfortunately I don't
unironically
think
like
he'll ever
50
match.
toilet tycoon games in Fortnite, and they manage like it trending. And what happens is that like these creators like they'll just mass produce, copy and paste the maps and get and steal the whole trending page. And because like little kids, like they play the game and like and you wanna know how much like money that like Epic spends on upholding like these creator maps? 120 million. I think that's even more.
That's crazy.
All for skibbity toilet tycoons. And like it's practically a meme at this point in the Fortnite community where like 900 people got fired for a fucking goddamn Giat Zone Wars.
I just hate how unregulated that stuff is. And obviously if you try to regulate it, you're gonna ruin gaming as a whole. But if you leave it unregulated, it's the two sides of the coin here. If
Oh,
you
you
if
wanna
you
know what
try to
happened?
regulate it, you ruin gaming for good. If you don't regulate it, you end up killing off brain cells in 6-year-olds. And
You wanna know what happened recently?
what happened recently?
Some guy made Palestine's Zone War map.
Oh my god. Wasn't there a Hitler one too?
Oh, gassed out.
Yeah, gas out, yeah. Yeah, you showed me that one. And I was like, what the fuck? Why?
There's also Cupcake Zone Wars.
I know what
It
that
gets worse.
means. I
I
know what
hate
that
talking about
means.
that guy too. I hate that stupid fat fuck. I keep seeing him. I, he's like one of the few people I would generally skin his face on.
EVP?
Hmm.
Yeah, no, the guy's a fucking disgusting human being. I
Like
can't
I
blame
would
you.
actually dig my nails into him and like rip off his flesh.
Yes, we know you're descriptive with how you want to kill people. Now tell us about what your thoughts on Joe Biden. Let's add you to the watch list.
Do we need to explain Joe Biden like half the country voted for a pedophile?
I mean, they voted for the pedophile for the past 8 years.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, like Fortnite being an unregulated swamp hole is not going to help anyone at all. It it's going to hurt children's learning capabilities. It back in the days when you had the Leapster LMAX and shit like that, Roblox didn't exist, Fortnite didn't exist. You could actually learn shit through like, those educational softwares that you put a CD into your computer. You could play that Lego Island or I don't know, Clue Finders or something. If anybody remembers Clue Finders and Pajama Sam, I played those games. But
What about Baldi Basics?
that game that game is just another trendy. It's a
So
trendy game.
it's a trendy horror for children's game.
It's a trendy horror for children's game, which is it shouldn't be for children, yet it's marketed for, which is my marks against it. Um you would argue FNAF is the same way, but FNAF has its own dark undertones that you can see visibly. So if you let your kids play that, that's on you. But also, you're a bad parent for letting your kids just you're a bad parent for letting your kid sit with an iPad at the age of 5 and play whatever the fuck they want. That's bad
Um,
parenting. Period.
my sister-in-law literally lets her child watch Cocomelon, and
Oh,
I'm so ashamed.
dude, I
Like,
went to a donut shop, a local like a locally owned donut shop a couple months back. The owner was babysitting his granddaughter, and she was watching Cocomelon, and I was just like, I wanted to say something about it. I really wanted to say something about it, but I was like, no,
you're gonna fry
no.
that kid's brain.
Yeah, you literally hurt the development of a child's brain by letting them watch Skibbity Toilet or Cocomelon or anything like that, and it's been scientifically proven at this point.
You get Evan, but even worse.
You get Evan, but even worse. Yes, no, precisely. You get a kid that can't think for himself, and this is why you get all these easily malleable teenagers who hate their parents, and you see them on TikTok everywhere. I'm not gonna say what they are, but if you probably know what I'm talking about. Um, you get a lot of those NPCs that live in the world, and it just goes to show. We need to stop teaching our kids to watch this garbage. We need it. But I grew up watching the Backyardigans and Dora and Regular Show. Those were stimulating. Regular Show not so much. Gumball not so much. But
Hey, hey,
Dora was at least stimulating for a kindergartner's brain, and Backyardigans was just super fun to watch.
you wanna know what's like bad about the iPad kid thing?
Yeah,
Is that it's it's not like this is like the first time it happened for like some unsuspecting parent. It's like everybody knows this. Like you should know about it by now.
they know, but they don't care. The parents are too lazy. The problem with the culture that we have in the West is we're just supposed to have kids. Oh, you get married, you have kids. Not everyone's responsible enough to have kids. I guarantee you, I could call out half the parents of the kids that I teach at chess club and say that they shouldn't be parenting. I
Now
guarantee
I
you
do
that.
have an unpopular opinion. I am thankful my brother did get a child because I think he did somewhat grow. But I'm also kind of thankful he got one because it was a reason enough to kick him out of the house.
Mm,
Like I'm not shitting you. I feel bad for the child sometimes,
yeah.
but like yeah, it's a really unpopular opinion, really bad take. But like I'll accept that.
Child-free marriage? Yeah, it's actually starting to become a more popular thing here in the West where people are marrying and not having kids. And frankly, I think that's a good thing. And I think anyone that tries to put them down is kind of dumb. Because I forget what they're called. I think it's like married. Uh, there's some sort of weird acronym for it. But it basically calls them like a married couple, no kids. Dink. Or something like that. But basically, it's like a woman and a man, but they don't have kids, and they make so much money. They like, they could make like, 100,000, 200,000 in salary together, and they end up buying a house in 5 years because they can afford it. Because in this economy, in this society that we live in right now, you can't afford a house if you have a kid. You either choose the house or the kid, and you rent for the rest of your life, and you live forever poor, or you don't have kids.
I think it costs like $700,000 just to raise a kid to 18.
I remember it used to be like 10 years ago, it used to be $250,000, but now it's probably closer to like $500,000, $750,000, to raise them to 18. That's without college,
That's a
by
lot
the
of
way.
money.
That's
It's like
without college.
ultimately just let the married couple do whatever they want.
Yeah. They shouldn't have to be forced to have kids, but society makes them forced to have kids, and thus causes them to be in poverty. And certain races, are encouraged to have even more kids, which drives them into even more poverty, which,
Certain races outright encourage like a, a guy to marry his underage niece and inbreed.
yeah, certain white trash does too.
Yeah,
Sweet Home
if I
Alabama.
recall correctly, the second word on
But
the board.
point is, a lot of cultures, and this can be racial cultures, it could be, cultures from a certain country, it could be anything. But a lot of cultures will do that, where they're like, oh yeah, you should have 5 kids. Well, first things first, you don't live in the third world anymore. You don't need to have 5 kids in the first world, because if you do,
And this
you're
isn't
gonna
like
be dead
you need to
fucking
have
broken on
20.
Snap in like 5 years.
This isn't like you need to have 20 because like you're expected to have like 17 die by like the age of 10.
Yeah, no, this is not like, oh, I should play the roulette, have 17 kids, have half of them die, and then whoopee, I have a big family. No, in America, you don't need that. You need like maybe 2 to 3 kids.
We have
In my
modern
case,
medicine.
my family had
And
4.
I want to.
Yes, son?
We have modern medicine, food, and water, and makeshift shelter.
Yeah. You don't need to have 10 kids to further your family. You kind of only need 2. Like maybe 3 or 4 if you really want to, but at this rate, it's so expensive to have a family that you need to
Mhm.
make sure you're financially stable before you have any. And not a lot of people get that memo, especially today with the education system being the shot as it is. Um, People don't learn how to save their money so that they can prepare for a kid. Instead, they just get pregnant at the age of 20 and then, uh-oh, you're now not going to college. You're instead taking care of a child while you're 20. Good job. You're an idiot.
Like, why are you even like having sex at that age too?
Yeah. Well,
Oh yeah, I know
you
why. Because
kind of
like
want to have that experience at a young age, but you also need to be responsible. And again, failure of the education system. No one wants to use a condom. Everyone wants to feel it for the first time for real, if you get what I mean.
everybody wants the bragging rights.
But yeah, you want the, oh yeah, I fucked 10 girls. Well, you're a fucking whore then if you
Whoopee,
if
I
you
got
fuck 10 girls.
STD syphilis.
And you're probably a petri dish of STDs at this point. You probably have AIDS for all I know. But my point is, a lot of it is the crotch comparison of, hey, I fucked 10 chicks, and of course every 16 or 17-year-old wishes that. Every 16, 17-year-old boy wishes that because they're immature. They're like, haha,
Mm-hmm.
puberty, haha, sex. But then once you
Booba.
sober up in your 20s, you're like, wow, that's a waste. I kind of want to have sex with the one girl I love, or in some cases, guy. But point is, you want to make sure spend that sparingly. And a lot of people, especially in your teenage years, source, I was one. A lot of teenagers were horny. That's just how it is. I'm
Well,
pretty
that's just
sure
what the
most
testosterone.
most people in chat, especially the boys, were horny teenagers at one point, even if it was just for like a day or two. You were definitely horny for at least one day in your life. You cannot lie to me.
So, how about we move on? Do you want to talk about AI generation
That creepy shit.
already? So, let me give you. So, why don't you start off the conversation?
All right, so AI is funny though. I will admit that there are some cool things you can do with it,
Like Lester
like make fake Disney movie posters like cost with you know what I'm talking about, Don, right?
or Lexer making like the 30th Biden like horror film.
Yeah, yeah, or stuff like that. Like AI can be funny, but it could also be it can also be improperly used, like with Chat GPT censoring because of woke shit. Like you'll type in "I love being white," and the AI will go like, "You shouldn't be proud about that." And then when you type in "I love being black," and you should be proud about being black. That's racist. They're making AI woke, and I hate that.
Hmm.
That angers me tremendously. It should be a neutral thing, not controlled by the people, not controlled by the people's political opinions. It's a fucking AI. If you want if you give it if you want AI to be its own thing, you let it be politically neutral, or at least use facts and logic, not opinions that its owners made up for it. But
Hmm.
clearly, we don't live in that society where we have fair AI and shit. So you have to host your own, make sure it's actually truthful to itself or untruthful if you're immoral, as they are. And I just feel like AI is very improperly used. And
And
there are
like,
companies that are trying to manipulate it. It's a booming economy at this point. Like 2 years ago, it didn't exist, and now it's massive, absolutely fucking massive. You can
now,
make
do you see
billions of
like those like
dollars if you
AI
get your foot
generated
into it.
videos,
Come again?
like new AI generated videos from
Oh,
like I
dude,
think it's
those
called
AI
Victoria.
generated videos are uncanny. They're like really good, and that scares me. But B stock footage, who needs to pay for that anymore? When you can just AI generate it. It's crazy. So it does have some useful purposes, but it can be used improperly in many ways, like the Israel government brainwashing people with propaganda. And I mean, the
Now
CIA
there is
has
something
done
I
this for
do fear
decades
about
too.
it.
But
I
if
fear that. Oh, you go
if
first.
governments use it, and governments will use this, they will use this to spread propaganda about a war. They will
Well,
use
that,
this to
but
show soldiers dying that aren't actually soldiers or actually aren't even real. And it's going to be bad. If you know what the CIA has done over the past, like, 80 years or so, look at what the IDF is doing in the Israel-Palestine war. Look at what Ukraine is doing with the Ukraine-Russian war. Look at what literally any government that is trying to fool its people into thinking that country bad, country bad, country bad because they blew up people. When in reality, a lot of it can be faked now. A lot of it can be deep faked really easily, and that's scary.
now there is something I do fear. You have to hear me out on this one.
All right.
Let's say hypothetically that the government wanted to get rid of Ben Shapiro, and yes, I used hypothetically, pun intended. Okay, but let's say hypothetically the government wanted to get rid of Ben Shapiro. Computer, generate me a video of Ben Shapiro beating up George Floyd. Make sure the camera quality is low and realistic and have the camera shaky. You officially got Ben Shapiro canceled and in prison for something that he didn't even do.
Yeah. Here's the thing, and thankfully there's laws that somewhat protect that. You can't admit AI generated evidence. Like if you have a security camera and it's low resolution, you can't upscale it. That's illegal. That's unadmissible in court. So there are some protections to that I know of. I've done some research on this like over the past few years. Not a whole lot though. But some of that can be dismissed, but you can easily fool a lot of people, and as it gets smarter and smarter, truth becomes lies and lies becomes truth, and we live in an Orwellian society with AI. So AI is like another nuclear bomb kind of scenario. Oppenheimer didn't want the nuclear bomb to be used after two were dropped in Japan. He never wanted it to be used again. Um, but clearly AI is the same thing. It can be super dangerous in the wrong hands, and you have the right to be worried. You should be worried about it being misused because governments can lie to you, people can lie to you, political agendas can be pushed. basically, if it's evil, AI can do it, and that's scary. Like,
And you
people
want to know
should
what's
be
also
concerned
bad about
about
it?
that.
Is that you already know that ChatGPT is like a public thing, and like Midjourney is also public.
Yeah.
If that's already out, the government is already 3 steps ahead, 4 steps ahead by now.
No, exactly.
Like, I read, like, on a popular thing that, like, Russia is supposedly making a cure for cancer, and, like, one of the top comments was, "If Russia's already working on it, then the USA already has it."
Yeah. Like, I live 5 miles away from one of the largest bioweapons places in the world, Fort Detrick.
What?
Look it up.
What do you mean by bioweapon?
So, like, they've conducted bioweapon experiments there. Like, basically, you could have a virus generate in there, kind of like what China did with the with COVID, where they
Really?
basically produced a virus and had it spread worldwide.
I
The
love biological
Yeah,
warfare.
yeah, that's what biological warfare is. You basically like spread a virus and get everyone sick. It's basically think Plague Inc., but in real life. Um, Fort Detrick can do that. They claim to be a cancer research center, and yes, they are. But they have the power to basically kill the entire population with biological warfare. It's the same thing with how in the Cold War, the Russians and the Americans had enough nukes to literally destroy the world like 100 times over. And we still do. We still do. There is a lot of damage that can be done in like 100 different ways, 100 times over, that the US government, as well as the Russian government, has. But it's just I have it, and so do I. And just the two facing each other. It's like two pawns in chess. They can face each other, but they can't attack each other. Because if they do, they know the world will end.
Mhm. But there is one thing I wanna add on about AI generation, and it's gonna be my other unpopular opinion about
All
it.
right?
And I'm really sorry for Meg about this, but I genuinely, for the most part, don't care about the artists and how AI generated images make them mad. That is without saying though.
It's a good
If the
reference tool. And frankly,
that,
it's
that is
cheap.
without saying though.
It's cheap.
If if AI generated images, one in a got held up in a museum, or one in a contest where real entrants were in, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, no, that's like
But
men participating in women's sports. That's just straight up wrong. But
mm,
if you need a reference artwork, it's a good thing to have. Now, obviously, it's public domain. Anything that's generated by an AI is public domain, so you can't copyright or anything. But if you use an AI generated image and then trace it, do some modifications to it, redo it essentially, that's your own artwork. And
mhm,
frankly, I don't see the problem with AI being used in that sense either. I totally agree with that. It's a great reference tool. Absolutely amazing reference tool because you can just say, computer, generate an image of this, and then boom, you have your reference tool. Because
and quite
if
honestly,
I've done some art before, you need references. You can't just picture it in your head unless you're super creative, and I'm not that creative. So
if artists are really just that mad that AI generated images are like taking over their sphere,
they will never
treat it
take
as a
over.
hobby.
That's the thing.
Just treat art as a hobby. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know what else to say.
it's
Or get
always
off
been a
Twitter.
hobby. That's this thing with streaming. Like, I don't do this to like make money. Sure, do I make money? Of course I make money off of this. I'll admit this. I probably make like $80 a month off this. But lately it's been going down to 50. Point is, I don't do this for money. I already have a job that makes me money. I do
Mhm.
this because hey, it's a fun hobby. Sure, I get a little bit of money from it, but at the end of the day, it's just something I do to have fun with friends, and that's why I play games I love. I play games I enjoy, therefore, boom, people watch them.
I love money.
Yes, I know you're Jewish. We're gonna murder that joke to the ground at this point, aren't we?
We already murdered the mid. We already lobotomized that thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But back to what we were saying. Like, again, I feel like artists that are complaining about AI killing off the art industry, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's a good tool. It's just like taking a picture of, like, it's just as useful as using technology, aka a camera, to take a picture of a waterfall or of a bird in a tree or
Mhm.
of a water
Exactly.
fountain. You are doing the same thing. You are grabbing reference images. That is hypocritical for you to say, oh no, AI generation bad for that. When you do the same thing when you go outside into nature and you take pictures of stuff.
Exactly.
You're stealing public domain images. Woohoo! I don't see the purpose in like arguing about that. And I know Meg's gonna be upset when she hears that, but at the end of the day, what you
There's no
make,
stopping it.
what you paint, what you draw, that's your own. But when you use an AI to generate stuff, you're not using your artwork. It might be making a reference of it, but you've stolen artwork from nature. You've stolen artwork from buildings. You've stolen artwork from everything else. Artistry is just like coding. You steal from
Mhm.
everyone, and yet you still get credit for it. Am I wrong? No. I'm pretty sure every coder out there, I'm looking at you, Ninja, because you're probably lurking in chat, but you have probably gone to Pastebin or gone to GitHub to grab source code and tinker with it and make it into something you need, because that's how it is. That's how the coding industry is. You steal some code, maybe give credit if you need to, but for the most part, it's a lot of copying code from different sources and trying to reuse it, or, learning it from a textbook, which, lo and behold, you learned from somebody else. You stole it from somebody else. Coding is the same thing like art in that aspect. It's a lot of copying off other people's homework. And you may go like, oh, that's stealing. Well, everyone does it. And it's not stealing after a certain point because you're more or less either A, giving credit, or B, it's more or less common knowledge at this point. Everyone that knows Java knows how to make an array. It's just that some people put up a code of an array and go like, here, you can copy this and use it wherever because it's a fucking array. You know how to use it. I just hate how people like rant about that stuff when at the end of the day, a lot of people just copy off each other anyway.
And one last thing about the nature point, like it's all like copy and paste. Most the most basic artwork is already copy and pasting circles and triangles into unique formations.
Exactly. No, it's a lot of lines. It's a lot of shading. You steal techniques from artists you're inspired by, and you don't
Mhm.
even know it. It's subconscious. Like, again, I know, yeah, like Kira's in here agreeing with me, but if you're an artist, you have stolen ideas from probably hundreds of different artists. If you make music, you will have stolen ideas from hundreds of different composers. Everyone gets inspired from something or someone else. And if it wasn't a human that inspired you, it was nature that inspired you, or
Mhm.
something that occurred in the wild. So, regardless of where you came up with an idea, you probably stole it from somewhere in nature or somewhere in life. So, we're all thieves if you think about it. It's just, you kind of just need to let go and think about, hey, well, I just came up with this because this inspired me. And my editing style was partially stolen by the Yogs and a couple people like that. Peyton's editing style, I'm damn sure, was stolen from my friend Bailey and a couple of editors for Party Crashers and shit like that, because that's his editing style. That's
And my
not
editing
it.
style
May
was
be a
Flanders.
modification of a couple different editing styles. It may be his own style, but at the end of the day, he took a couple pages from a couple different books and wrote it as his own book. If you know what I mean.
Mhm. And I just copy and paste Flanders.
Well, yeah, but the point is, at the end of the day, regardless of what you do, you're probably getting inspiration from somebody or something else, be it your father, be it your mother, be it nature, be it fucking anyone or anything. It just doesn't matter at this point. You take inspiration from video game art. Exactly. No, like, there is so much fan art of video game characters. You think the people who develop those video games are mad when they see fan art of a character? I mean, obviously some of it's going to be porn, so obviously they're going to be upset about that. But all jokes aside, if you see like a really good artwork, like somebody is just pours their heart into a video game character artwork, and one of the devs sees that and they're like, "Damn, that's amazing! I love that." And here's a perfect example: 100% Orange Juice will literally do competitions where they will put artwork from their fans onto the cards. They do that.
Really?
They will go like, we'll offer you guys X amount of money and merchandise if you win the competition. And then we'll put your artwork on the card. And they do that. That's cool. That's how you give back. But a lot of that is just, it's fans liking it's fans showing their inspiration for what they like. Exactly, Kira. And do you see me getting upset about that? No. Do I see you getting upset about using AI? No, because it's a reference and you modified it. So it ends up becoming your own thing. And if somebody wants to do the same thing, they can. I'm not going to kill them over it. Now, obviously, if you literally copy my logo and use it somewhere else, I'm going to give you shit.
Oh, that's plagiarism.
Yes, that's literally plagiarism. But if you make if you do a parody logo, I'm not going to get mad at you. I'm going to laugh at you and go hey, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
If you do a crazy L69 and have your logo as an L with a yellow 69 on it and crazy as the wording, I'm going to laugh at you and say that's funny because that's a good parody. But if you use it for commercial reasons, I might be a little bit less happy, but I mean that's up to courts and stuff, and I can't really say anything about that. That's more for lawyers and less for me. Point is, a lot of it is fair use. A lot of it is public domain, or found to be public domain, or is hundreds of years old that is going to eventually be public domain, that you shouldn't really care.
I think this wraps up the whole AI generation
Yeah,
thing
no,
for
I
now.
think that was a good conversation about AI.
All right, now time for the penultimate.
The penultimate?
Discord
Uh-oh.
drama.
Hold on, I'm getting
Alrighty.
pinged.
Alright, I'll let you deal with that really
Alright,
quick.
never mind. Okay, so if people are going to be piss babies about my art style, do a copy pasta. Yeah, no, exactly. At the end of the day, it's just, it's your artwork that's heavily inspired by a ton of different things, or maybe it's one major thing and a couple other subtle things, but no idea is truly original. It's heavy inspiration from other ideas. It's a domino effect. It's just the domino effect is so infinitely complex that people just say, oh, it's an original idea.
Alrighty. Now I think that everything is out of the way.
Yep.
Not to rush anything. But I think it's time for the good old Discord drama. I suggest we start with the most recent one, shall we?
Yeah, sure. So,
For everybody who's out of the loop and really
yeah.
did not know what
So,
happened.
for those that don't know about Braxton or what happened to those people in that group, so this guy over here, hold on, I'm pointing to him now. Don gifted me Party Animals. I played it. Wasn't a huge fan of it. So I was like, hey, Don, you can refund it if you want to. And he did. But, Braxton and Joman got really mad at me for not enjoying the game they liked. And they instead dug at me for enjoying Lethal Company. Which, I know a ton of you will be like, oh, you play Lethal Company way too often. Well, hey, I enjoy it.
May I interrupt you?
Yes?
And take hold of this thing, because I want to speak it from my point of view.
Go ahead.
So I gifted Jason the Party Animals, and there's one thing I want everybody to understand. Before Party Animals, I think that Braxton was tweaking or something like that. But Joman especially, he got mad over the Bosch J Awards. I'm shitting you not. And he decided to spam the mid and hated it on the forum. Mid hated it.
Yeah, no, he spammed that on the survey that I had
So
him do. And he
regardless,
was the first one to enter, and he literally typed mid, period, mid, hated it, mid.
and then what happened was that I think that Joman was talks to you regardless, and Braxton was outright spiting you in one of the suggestions I made, and even if he didn't see it for himself, he was fighting you and outright taking you off, and that's going to make you not resent the game even more.
Yeah.
And
Basically,
and
he just pissed me off to a point where I'm like, okay, out of spite, I just don't want to play this anymore. That's essentially what happened. I was just like, okay, fuck you, I'm not playing this game anymore. I was going to
and
give
I'm
it a
trying to
second
be
chance, and
neutral
then
on
you
this
guys decided
too.
to be shitty.
I'm generally trying to be neutral on this too, because I wouldn't say I agree, but I would say I see where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Besides German, and like, it's like Braxton, you have to be a little bit more mature about this instead of like screaming in his DMs. And I don't mean to like, don't. Is this considered? I don't know if this is considered leaking, but like, I'll give you some context in your DMs. So what I saw in Braxton, like giving him his DMs to me, was like how you're unappreciative and how like you're so rude. It's like Braxton, if you don't want to play with Jason, you don't have to. That's for the rudeness, you can just tell him. But like, and when you were like being appreciative to Braxton, Braxton got mad and said, "Your viewers, you only want me because you think because you think your viewers are view me as funny." It's like you're giving him appreciation, but then
Yeah, I literally sent people to watch him because I thought he was
funny.
funny. And
Like
therefore I thought they would enjoy it as well, and quite a few did.
you give him appreciation. I mean, he gives you appreciation, but you're mad that he gives you appreciation.
Yeah, he got mad at me for showing appreciation, but apparently I didn't show enough for some reason.
And then like Braxton did this whole stunt where like he said to like Peyton that I'm going to leak J6 DMs, and after when it was found out because like gee, I don't want Jason to and Braxton to get in some sort of mutually assured destruction. Like some falling out happened between the two of them. Now I think that Peyton did unfriend Braxton, but still, like, why did you even do the stunt in the first place? You just lost a friend.
Yeah. Well, Peyton and I had some talks about it, and I won't talk much about it, but we basically both learned our lesson, I guess. Um, and Peyton's been very reasonable with me. He will admit that I do have some faults, and I will admit that I have some faults too.
Everybody
But
has faults as
yeah,
well
no
being
one's
human.
perfect. No one will ever be perfect. Asking for perfection from anyone is a fallacy, and I will stand by that. But it's definitely like, no one's perfect. We all got to improve, but and I definitely did wrong one of his friends. One of his friends, Psycho Bunny, you probably knew him as. I definitely like he would do like weird edits for me, and I never posted them onto my channel, but he never gave me a drive link, and I need a drive link to like, be able to upload it. I can't just if I download it off YouTube, it'll be compressed to shit and it'll look like a garbage. Um so there's stuff like that. Like he tried to bridge, but he didn't bridge out the whole way. So there's that. But I also didn't say like, "Hey, could you do it like this?" And then I'd upload it. I definitely I didn't reach my hand out. And that's partially my fault. I'll admit that.
There is one thing I forgot to mention during like one of Braxton's recent streams. Like he mentioned, like how J6 should give everybody respect, as if that's. I mean, like being common and nice is like one thing, but like respect is like earned.
Yeah,
Like I
no,
thought that was
I
like
don't
fuck
give
everybody.
everyone respect. I will say that. I will admit that. I don't give people respect until they deserve it. If you act nice to me, I'll act nice to you. But if you want to act like a stuck-up fool, like some of the people at protests that I went to, where you're like, "Oh, here's this," and they give me a religious card because they're, a liberal, and they're telling me to basically go fuck myself because they're handing me a religious card. And this girl walks up to me and hands me a Catholicism card while I'm protesting, and I'm just like, okay, I don't want it. I was like, you should like it because you're protesting. I'm like, well, go pound sand, get the fuck away from me. You never know what I could have in my back pocket, bitch.
For real.
Like, holy shit, people. Like, I'm not gonna give you any respect if you just walk up to me, invade my personal space, and basically act like a total dork. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you respect. What do you think I am? What do you think you are, entitled?
Yes.
I'm not gonna give you any respect if you act like that. No. And I'm atheist, and I actually sympathize with a couple of the Catholics that were like protesting with me. I sympathize with them. I'm atheist, and I sympathize with these people. And I was like, damn, I feel bad for you guys. Like, and I even gave one of the guys money. I don't give money to churches. I hate churches, and I gave one of them money.
Oh, my brother hates churches with a burning passion. Like you should see him on a Sunday night.
Like again,
Honey, holy.
I was nice. I can be nice to people if they're nice to me. And these can be people that I would absolutely despise in any other scenario, and I'd be totally chill with. in a different scenario. But like, God, I just hate dealing with people who are just absolutely, fucking miserable and need to treat me like shit just to feel like they have a point.
I think this ends off the whole Braxton situation. I think everybody now knows
Yeah.
we brought like whip. All right, so now where does this bring us?
Oh,
Want to talk?
what about you
You
and
want to talk?
Max? You and
Oh yeah,
Max.
me and Max. I nearly forgot. All right, so this whole Max thing, it's going to. I had to take you all. We have to
Go
take this
ahead,
part one.
please take the wheel. I want to listen to
Alrighty.
this.
So it started with like Dev God's Bully forum. I submitted and I decided to join a server because I wanted to like get like the most recent like update. So Max was in it as he's in every single community like CJ 2.0,
Yeah.
right?
Or no,
Okay.
he's like Bowser Jr.
Uh, and this motherfucker, he said, Don, I am sorry. I hope we can be friends again. And like it's like that pierced that pierced my heart, man.
Yeah,
It's
no.
like he actually changed. Like it brought a tear to my eye. Like I should have worn darker shades for that. and
Well,
like
he did the
and
same thing on Goldwolf's channel. He would talk in that one, and he basically more or less did the same thing.
and what happened also during the same time was like I thought that Max did the mid thing unironically. But then Joe in my DM said, "Yeah, I did the mid thing." Like what? Like like
Yeah, I was shit posting because I thought Max did it, and then about like around the 27th, I was like, wait a minute, Max wouldn't do that. Max has matured up a little bit since then. And
and
then
I
I go
will
like,
admit
hold
one
on, who's the dickwad that's actually being mean to me? Joman.
and I will admit one thing. I didn't knew about the whole mid thing that Joman did a while ago while Max was still trying to get unbanned. And I didn't have the heart to like just snitch on people like that.
No, instead you DM through Alex and told me, and I was like, and I think I got that message around like New Year's or maybe a
Like I
date.
managed to prove Arabia's innocence while also making like the mid guy like anonymous in a sense.
Yeah,
And I felt bad doing so, but I couldn't like
but
snitch
by
on
the
my
time Alex
friend.
sent that DM to me, I already knew who it was for like a week.
I made that DM by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware.
So after that whole mid thing happened, like and I also heard like Arabia was like Mon like here's like he's actually like changing and growing, he helped you. It's like okay, I think we could if this is what it is, if this is what it's if this is what it looks like, I think he might deserve a second chance here.
Yeah. And can I
Here's
add
what
on to this? Can I add on to this?
mhm,
So one of my streamer friends, I won't say who, but you could probably imply who. But him and I are good friends. We've met IRL a few times. He banned Max from his stream as well as blocked him on Discord because he was just so tired of his shit. And then eventually, I had him join a game recently, and I was like, "Hey, Max is here, but I'm giving him a second chance," and he completely understood, and he tolerated him.
yeah, I know who you're
He
talking about.
literally, yeah, but I'm not gonna say who, but
Mhm.
he basically told me, "Yeah, Max has matured a bit, and I'm fine with him." And I told him the whole backstory about what Max did, and I basically told him, "Yeah, he's a mod for Kira, and he realized his one hacker friend was doing some fucked up shit, and I think that woke him up." And lo and behold, he acts mature now. So I'm fine with him being here, and he completely understood. My friend completely understood that. So now we're on
So
good.
yeah,
Now he's on good terms with Max, or good-ish terms with Max. So I'm happy about that.
alrighty. So how about I take the wheel from my Discord enemies and I'll let you explain your Discord and we'll do the slander and then you explain. How
All
about
right,
that?
all right, yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
So when it comes to Discord enemies, I have three major ops. Well, four technically. So the first one, I'm just going to go full uncensored here because I don't think it matters. The first guy was named Dip, and Dip was a friend of my friend. And for to sum it all up, I got admin in his server, and Dip, because he got mad at a popularity poll, thought I was rigging it, and he outright backstabbed me. And this is where my hate for backstabs come from, and banned me. So I and he banned yeah. So
That's
I pretty
crazy.
much like started an insurrection and outright threw caused so much chaos in Dip servers he deleted like his recent one, and he just gave ownership to like my friend in the old one, and my friend managed to prove my innocence all along. So pretty much to sum it all up, I hate it when drama bites me back in the ass. All right. So the second guy, he's not as important. His name is Zach. Zach, I think he used to hate me, but to sum it all up, he's like a top tier gooner. Like he'll talk about like how much he loves Lucario and all these Pokemon. Like,
Oh,
but here's this. He calls me a gooner for drawing my OC in a Playboy.
hypocrite. He's the
And
furry that likes Pokemon.
and like he has like this whole
And I don't
Pokemon
mean
bot.
like Pokemon as in the franchise, as in likes Pokemon.
He has like this whole like Pokemon bot where like you catch Pokemon, like it's like a Discord roleplay. He has like 30 Lucarios, all named my wife. Uh,
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, and you want to know what else? He managed to get like a level 3 Discord server and named it GG/Epstein.
Okay, that's funny. That's funny.
Okay,
That's
he,
hilarious.
but we're actually like friends somehow.
How?
I guess. I guess
Is he
opposites
just that
attract.
autistic that he thinks his enemies is his friends? What?
I don't know.
What is
It's
with
best
this
not.
guy? This guy seems so weird.
You you don't even know the half of it.
Oh my god.
Alright, but I think it's time for the main course. The guy I've been waiting to talk about all this time. Are you ready? Now he's not as ridiculous as Zach, but he's quite the creepy crick.
Okay.
Alright. His name is Errol. So this person has an interesting resume. He over the course made 6 Discord servers, actually 7, right?
7.
Uh, his first Discord server, an ex mod somehow managed to get owner perms because Ariel thought that bots could only be added through owners, and like the Xmod made a custom bot that could only be added through owners. Turned out it was just a toy just to get owners, and kicked Ariel out of his first server and this server. The second
Wow.
server, Ariel got his account deleted, and the Xmod team came back and destroyed his second server. The third guy, a guy got mod and nuked the server. Now the fourth, Ariel just couldn't trust himself, so he just gave his owner perms to his friend Radish. And I managed to scam Radish out of owner perm and nuke his server. Now the fifth one is where it gets interesting.
Why did you nuke his server?
Funny,
Were you like 14 at the time?
yeah.
Okay, this checks out then. Okay. So you're just being an immature little dip. Got it.
Mm. Okay, but here's where like the fucking anime art kicks in at server 5. So another X mod, not associated with the first server, like another X mod, him and like his friends made a server called the Discord Rangers, and it was pretty
Oh,
much
I
like
know about this.
another anti-aerial server. And at the same time, this guy named Enid decided to like make decide like found out like what Ariel was doing. I mean, like Ariel's a creep. Like he unironically owns a waifu body pillow.
Owns a what
All
body
right,
pillow?
a waifu body pillow. I
Of
think
what
it's zero two
waifu?
from that
02.
zero.
Oh god.
Uh, and like pretty much Enid like found out that Ariel was like grooming a minor. And like
Oh, right.
and what
I
happened was
told me
like
about this.
ended in like I think the Discord Rangers were like collabing in a way. Like I was stuck here in the background, like just waiting when do I get mod perms to nuke the server again. So I was irrelevant for this. And what happened was like ended like made like a whole document called the Ariel file. And pretty much like what happened was like it documented like all the creepy things Ariel's been doing, from liking lollies to yes, he liked lollies to like his grooming of minors. And they sent it to his parents. And I don't know if Aaron was sent there or went there by himself, but like he went to the psych ward after that. And I managed to get mod perms again and nuke his
Of
server.
course you
Like
did.
I was pretty much a cleanup crew.
Of course you did.
And he also had a second server for Sonic that got nuked off the face of the earth too. So that's pretty much like 6 servers gone. He did make a 7th server, but like it only has like 20 people in it, half of which are bots.
Gotcha.
But oh, I need to send you the drawing he made. I need to send you the drawing. Now I don't know
It's
if you can
safe for
screen
work,
share it.
right?
Yeah, it's safe for work, but like it's Christian level cringe.
It's Christian levels of retardation. Got it.
Alrighty. This is what he unironically made of himself.
Is that an inkling?
Yes, his OC is an inkling.
Oh my god. I'm reading all these and I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
He made that unironically.
Are you Hitler? Is one of the quotes. Oh my god, why did he like Isabel? No.
Oh, he
No.
fetishizes Isabel.
No. No. No, that's disgusting though. Yeah. That's cringy ass though. It's basically like it's a really shittily drawn inkling with like it crying its eyes out. It's really shittily drawn. It has a bunch of like quotes surrounding it. That's all it is. It's safe for work, but it's just like it looks cringe as shit. That looks like something out of Chris Chan. I'll give you that.
I'm just getting a phone charger. Sorry, this is a bit inconvenient.
But no,
It was like,
he dead ass. That's some Chris Chan shit right there. I'll give you that.
but yeah. How about we start the enemy slander because it's going to like follow your topic.
Yeah, good idea. Let me quickly open it up.
Why don't I mute myself for the time being just so you can like screen share?
All right. Well, I got it open. So, there we go. There we go. I'm just going to share it here temporarily. But I'm just going to let everyone else watch this way. Okay. It's the popcorn. I love that popcorn one. Oh my god, it's Copeland! You showed me this though. Incinerator. Good music. Darkest way why you can't edit popcorn on his shitty OC. Real. 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 The guy actually mauled about my about me. He mauled about it. Kaden when they're in bedrooms. The bomb is planted in Michael Batman's computer. How Sky feels adding another label to her mental illness. Dude. She fell off so quickly though. Non-childish Runton when he doesn't have weed for money. I hate that guy. And Jaden. I miss Jaden. I love talking with him and then just fucking ghosted me. Copeland again. Good. Good. Oh, I have to talk about Douglas now. Oh, I hated Douglas. He was a pedophile. Real? Real? Nintendo, anytime I leak a game. Anytime I leak a game. Yeah. This is also true. Jesus, after playing Party Animals. Hey, y'all. Scott here. Don always sees drama happening all because you want to be nice. And give Party Animals. True. Yeah, you really did your fucking research. Making Copeland more attractive? Oh my god. Hold on. That's him, by the way. That's him. That's him, by the way. That's him. This is the guy who said, "I'm mauled when you're happy. You should stop streaming. Every time I see you, it makes me angry." Shut up, kid. White trash looking motherfucker. Jason watching a woman drive around his car. Never talk to me in my DMs ever again and leave me alone. Okay, so this dude was like getting mad at me because I talked in his chat and he was like, please don't ever talk to me ever again. And like I didn't even know what I did to him. Patrick's rich ass when his money doesn't save him from Cali. Real. For the electronics and priceless memories lost to J6 enemy, the Flood. Don watching accident impersonating him, knowing he has to act like a retarded Californian to do so. Oh my god. Dark 70 alternative accounts, so his main gets banned. Real. Same with Robotic Keyboard and Douglas. They both had so many fucking alts. Imagine getting butthurt over Mario Kart and Mario Party, ignoring the fact I get butthurt seeing you happy. Real. That's such a Braxton and Copeland thing to say. German oven. Oh my god, Don. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bruh. Really, Don? Really, Don? Really, dude? What the hell? What the hell,
So,
Don?
how would you rate that slander for what it was?
Well, let me quickly open up that and do that. Oh, this is broken. Give me 1 sec. There we go. Now it's not broken. You saw MSI Afterburner? Yeah, because I have Afterburner open. I have it open all the time.
Yeah, Ravian was originally going to be in the anime slander, but he kind of like grew.
Well,
So
Max matured out of it. I'm kind of upset you didn't have Joman in there.
No, because Joman asked not to be in there, and I don't want to deal with the issues.
Okay, that's fair. But yeah, the popcorn. Cause so let me explain why the popcorn was such a big symbol. Because there was this guy named Dark, who anytime I got mad at him because he did something fucked up to me or like said something fucked up and got me angry, he would spam the popcorn emoji and have everyone else spam it with him. So one day when he did that, I photoshopped his an artwork that I believe his sister made for him, who goes by Sky of Twilight or something like that. I forget. But basically, she made an artwork for him of him holding a graphics card, an RTX 20 series graphics card. So I was like, okay, let me download that and let me Photoshop it to him holding popcorn instead. So I do that. I upload it to my Discord. He gets fucking pissed at me for doing that. He got so fucking mad at me that he eventually left because I just more or less, won the argument. And, he just kind of, either I banned him or he left or something like that. But actually, no, I banned him. And then he came back with an alt, banned that alt, came back with another alt, not 15 minutes later, banned that alt, came back with another alt, banned that alt, came back with another alt, banned that alt. He had like 4 or 5 alts that he joined back in on, and I had to ban them in rapid succession. And this guy just kept trying to DM me and like argue with me. And I was just done with him. And then maybe 2 months later, I have that. When I banned him originally, I put that photoshopped meme into the Discord as an emote, and it's still an emote. It's called Dark Popcorn. Dark Popcorn : You can look it up. But I still have that emote there, and I remember this one kid. Now I know like 3 Ryans at this point, but this one kid named Ryan was DMing me saying to join a Discord. I didn't want to, because I was already in a ton of Discords at the time, and I was trying to cut off the amount of Discords. Turns out this Discord was an anti-JASIC Discord. And I was invited to it to be harassed, and instead I joined with an alt and ruined the fun, and I recorded the entire chat logs of that server. I still have the video for it somewhere, I don't know where. But I still have the video of the chat logs. And, this guy was threatening to DMCA me over fair use of his artwork because I photoshopped a popcorn onto it because he was spamming the popcorn emote. He threatened to DMCA me over me making a parody making fun of him. That shows you the kind of guy I was dealing with.
Petty to the max.
That shows you the kind of guy I was dealing with. He doesn't even have copyright over his pic. Well, not just that. He got mad because I photoshopped an artwork that was made for him and repurposed it to make fun of him. And he got so fucking livid over that. It's not. I didn't do anything derogatory. I didn't put a fucking Nazi uniform on him or anything. I literally just replaced the graphics card with the. Did I hear DMCA? Very funny. You're covering Don's face now.
Really, Peyton, really.
But no. This guy threatened to DMCA me because I replaced the graphics card he was holding with a box of popcorn. And I still have that emote somewhere. It's such a good emote. I highly recommend you use it whenever there's a stupid argument. Replaced it with an oh my god. Yes, real. But yeah, well I also need because I have like autism and I get quickly ingrained into so many discords. I've learned to call the amount of discords I'm in, like call them down so I don't have as many. And I just put them in a folder so I don't look at them. And I do a good job at that by not looking at them by doing that. And it helps me because then I focus on other things. So that's what I do. And it helps me out with that. But back to the point, that's dark for you.
You fool. I have 7 alternative accounts.
Yeah, he spams like 5 accounts that I banned in rapid succession. And I believe his name was Schwabe, and he lived in Canada. He was in Canada, somewhere in Quebec, I believe. And he would meme about Quebec all the time with me. Back when we were friends. But, yeah, but he used to be good, and then he just got really pissy with me. And I was just like, okay, yeah, fuck you, bud. So that's him. That's him. That's dark. Let's talk about Copeland Sexnon, or David, or the Virgin, Dave the Virgin, as I like to call him sometimes. He's the guy with low testosterone issues, according to his Reddit page. I'm not even kidding you. Like, he's literally posted this on his Reddit. I was actually looking for this stuff because Don asked me for his socials just so he could make fun of him. And yeah, so low testosterone apparently. He's this really bald white trash looking dude who, if anybody remembers, in fact, let me find it in the vent channel somewhere, cuz I'll read it out to you guys. I'll read this out. Let me just find it, cuz he gave a whole fucking ass rant in my comments in a video. And I was just like, wow, what a fucking mature individual. I hope this guy lives a very short life. Oh crap, what was it? I'm digging for it now. I'm digging for it. Does he have a problem with his sex life or what? Well, he's a virgin that works for his father's grocery store, and he's a fucking pissant whenever he knows I'm still alive, apparently. So there's that. I'm still digging. I'm still digging. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah,
you've seen his PFP, right? It's a Pepsi can. It's a modified Pepsi can. Or a Pepsi logo. But it's with a GameCube A button. So, again, that just goes to show you the kind of guy he is. With yeah, he has a liberal flag on it. He has a liberal flag on it.
I DM'd you the comment that you made.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Don. Alright, so here's the comment. Seeing you happy pisses me off. You make jokes that hurt their feelings. You make jokes about people that hurt their feelings. You never consider other people's desires or feelings except when it comes to choosing games. You get butthurt when others outplay you in Mario Kart or Mario Party. The only reason I'm glad we met was the friends I met through you. That's what he told me in a YouTube comment. In a YouTube comment. In a YouTube comment. You can't make this shit up. You can't. This guy is such a low-life, blood-sucking virgin that needs a liberal flag for attention to make himself feel good, and he's such a pissant. He's such a fucking pissant. I do not feel bad for this guy at all. I don't, and I never will.
Alrighty, I think there's like one major figure here that we're leaving behind. I think that's Douglas.
Oh, Douglas, the pedophile. Oh, okay, we'll talk about him too.
Sonic Raven, if I recall correctly.
What?
His name
Sonic
was
Raven?
Sonic Raven.
Yes, he was called Sonic Raven. SONICRAVN. And then there's another one I'll talk about that is not as significant, but robotic keyboard. We'll talk about robotic keyboard. But Sonic Raven was, I heavily suspect to be a pedophile. Of what I know, he lived in Ontario, Canada, and he apparently was of like Indian or Pakistani descent, something like that. But this
That
guy,
checks out.
huh?
That checks out.
Yeah, but no, this guy was like, I'm damn sure a pedophile because he was trying to do things with this one guy named Caden, who was like 15 at the time, and me, I was like 17 at the time or 16. This guy was a straight up pedophile, and this guy named Michael Batman was trying to protect us against him. And I kind of knew what he was, but he was also very much a manipulator, and he would try to make it like he would try to make you feel sorry for him. He was a creep. I hated him. He was a creep.
So a psychopath.
Yeah, he was a psychopath. I'll admit that. And he never wanted to, and he got pissed off when Mike found out his real name. Pissed off when he found out his real name was Douglas. So that alone goes to show like you're either a super hella introvert or you're a fucking creep if you get mad over someone knowing your real name. Like, I'm sorry, but like this is the internet. I don't know. But no, the guy was a total creep. Other than that, I don't really have much else to say about him other than him being a genuine creep.
Robotic keyboard.
Oh, and now robotic keyboard. Okay, so robotic keyboard was this goofball. So there was this YouTube channel where I originally met a bunch of people called Relia. He was a Hollow Knight YouTuber, and he got really popular over the years. I think he has like 100k subscribers now, or maybe something like that. But really cool channel if you like Hollow Knight and Metroidvanias. But basically, I met a few people on there, one of them being Robotic Keyboard, who was a bit of a troll. I genuinely don't know anything about him other than him being a troll, because he was such a weird hacker man, to say it like that. He was very kiddish. He acted like a script kiddie. But whenever I was on YouTube, he would have like 3 alts watching me, and they didn't count towards views. And he would have like 3 alts in my Discord. And if he ever goofed off, I'd ban his one account, and 2 more would appear. And those would be him. And I banned those 2, and huzzah, 2 more appeared. And the same thing happened with Sonic Raven. Sonic Raven did the same thing. So I feel like they were both related in some sort of way. But Robotic Keyboard would just constantly spam alts. I think I probably banned like 20 of his alts on YouTube. I shit you not. And then he even had alts that impersonated people from the Relia community, including me. He has an alt that impersonates me.
Cringe.
I know, right? This
So
guy
you banned
has
him off
so
YouTube?
many alts that impersonate other people. He even had alts that impersonated Relia. My point is, this guy was a script kiddie troll. Like, I guarantee you this kid was probably like 15 years old, 14 years old, and just knew a lot about impersonating people. He was a child.
May I interrupt?
That or very much a man-child, and was just genuinely really freaking annoying because you could never have a conversation with him. He called me ableist for not believing him being dyslexic, when he clearly like would ignore me or just pretend to not read messages. When I repeated myself like 3 times, and I was like, dude, did you not see the rules, or did you not see this? And he's like, you can't just say that I'm dyslexic. Bro, I warned you like 10 times. You can't just say you can't just say I'm ableist. And the same thing happened with Copeland. Copeland called me ableist for saying the word retard. Oh, I'm sorry for saying a word that has a meaning. At least I don't say the hard RN word, which doesn't have a textbook meaning, other than literally being its meaning, basically saying a derogatory sense to black people. That's all the N word is.
Let me put this straight. I'm sorry to interrupt you. This guy pulled the I'm mentally ill, so I get a free pass card.
Yeah, he did. He did. And he was, and that was a very mature. Also, are you retarded? I was called retarded as a kid. Frankly, I'm not, but I know quite a few people who are. It's called look outside your window in the streets. There are quite a few of them. But no. Point is, retard is not a overly sensitive word in my opinion because it has a textbook definition to it. I believe it's like what, an IQ below 80?
Mental retardation.
Yeah, mental retardation. That's the thing. There's also retard with an I, which means the slowing down of music. Same here, Jason. I've been called that all the time. Yeah, exactly. I was called retard a bunch as a kid, and I didn't really care about it. I wasn't fazed by people calling me retard. I was like, okay. And I still say retard whenever someone does something stupid, like a BMW driver going 90 miles an hour past me, weaving through cars. Yeah, that's a retard.
Or done making a bad slander.
Yeah, well, my point is, people should normalize those kinds of words because guess what? They ain't going anywhere. And it's the same thing with like the word fag, for example. I don't care. It's used a lot to make fun. Like if you have a gay friend, you'll joke around all the time and say it with her or say it with him. And most of the time you don't care. There was actually a group of gay friends that I hung out with, and I used to say it all the time with them, and they would laugh their ass off. Like we'd be good friends about it, and they don't care. And then I met Jason Kappa. Wow. But no, exactly. Like they say they want free speech and equal representation, and then immediately start hating white people for being white and hating males for being male. And it's just hypocritical. At the end of the day, I don't care what words you say. Jason's gonna get banned on Twitch for saying that word, not gonna lie. I genuinely don't care, because it has a meaning, and it literally means cigarette or a bundle of sticks in the Bible. It's just like how ass means donkey in the Bible. It is such a word that should be normalized, and frankly, anyone that gets upset by it, it probably is one. But no, my point is that a lot of these words are just like so desensitized at this point. The word fuck is used so often now. It is such an overused and desensitized word that no one fucking cares about it anymore. Like in the 50s, oh, you said fuck, you're an evil demon. Today, who the hell cares? No one, unless you're talking in front of a bunch of children, but still, no one cares. Am I right? I'm right, guys, right? No one cares.
Now, if I recall correctly, there was actually a South Park episode where they had like a counter on the bottom saying how many times Eric Cartman said fuck. I think it was around 300.
I believe it.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Thank you, Don. And Max, thank you. But again, my point is, I hate all these people who try to patrol your speech. When, in reality, those words have multiple meanings, and sure, you can use them in a derogatory sense, but at the end of the day, you go home, you go to sleep, you wake up the next day, you go to your job, and you do the same thing forever. No one cares. No one cares about your feelings at the end of the day. No one cares.
You can't use Latino. You can't use Latino. You have to use Latinx.
Oh, I'm going to stop you right there. You don't know how many Hispanics want to murder people that say that shit. Like, I'm pretty sure every Hispanic friend of mine agrees with me when I say Latinx is a fucking woke, racist word.
Because it controls your speech.
It is a very racist word.
And the meaner's like actual like gender differentiation when it comes to language, like Latina and Latino.
And not to mention, it's scientifically incorrect. It does not exist. There is no middle sex. This isn't Middlesex, UK, or Middlesex, Maryland. This isn't a town. There is no Middlesex unless you're talking about the town.
And to what Paige said,
it is created by white people to force a political division on Hispanics.
I was about to say that.
It is a white people problem forced on Hispanics, and it is outright racist. That I will go out and I will go ballistic on that. Super fucking racist. If you use that word near me, I want to punch you.
There's no such thing as a middle sex. No such thing as non-binary. It's grounded in reality that there's male and female.
Yeah, it's gender, which is its own imaginary thing made up by a Jewish pedophile in the 1950s. Look up John Money. What a fitting name for a Jewish guy, man. What a fitting name. Holy shit. What a fitting name, John Money. Holy
John
shit!
Money,
I'm
like,
sorry.
ruined
I'm
my
sorry.
favorite fight.
No offense, Don. That's fucking
I'm taking-
hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh my god. No, we're not related. We're not related. The most gangster-ass white person name, John Money.
But yeah, I think this wraps up the Discord enemies for now at
Yeah.
least.
Shall
Until a
we
new
rate
drama happens.
mental disorders now?
We can rate mental disorders or we can rate soy ducks.
Okay, wait, you have a soy jack tier list?
I sent you that one.
You sent me the mental disorder one, not the soy jack one.
I'll pin you in the DMs the soy duck one.
Alright, hold on. Let me F11 Opera so I don't show you guys all my tabs and shit.
It's not the soy jacks, it's like the soys, not soy jacks like the ones I made.
Oh, okay. Alright, there we go. SavageCast soy list tier list maker. Alright. Oh my god. So we have Mario Soy. I'm gonna put that
Predator.
mid. The vaccination soys are absolute losers. They don't need that. Communist soys are losers. Canadian soys, actual cringe. Liberals, losers. I love autism, soy. The NPC, actual cringe.
Yeah.
One Piece, memeable. The I fucking love game crashes, that's memeable. It's over,
that's soy.
soy. Don Soy. Actually, let's put that in the front, because that's Don Soy. Is that a Fortnite soy?
Yeah, for Fortnite soys.
Actual cringe. Reddit soy, losers. Is that a redneck soy?
That's a transgender soy.
No, the right one. The rightmost one.
Oh, that's called soda soy.
Soda soy. Yeah, let's
I
go
love
mid
soda.
with that one. Phone soy, memeable. Because that's a very good meme template. Is that Coomer soy?
Yeah, Coomer.
Yeah, Jack Coomer. Let's put him as actual cringe. Atheism, mid. Joe Biden, loser. Chad soy, let's put as actual cringe. Chinese soy, loser. The European soy. European soy. Where do I put European soy? Let's put him as actual cringe. Okay. And I realize he has the US living in his head rent-free. That's beautiful. I love that. Alright, well, there's this tier list. There's his tier list.
Alright, mental illnesses.
Alright. Let me quickly go full screen on this so I can show our beautiful faces for a second as I alt-tab. And alt-tab again. There we go. That's what the flag meant? Yeah, it's the American living in his head rent-free.
Oh, Jason, show the chat this new soy jack I made.
The new soy jack? Which one?
The one I just sent you.
Oh, okay.
Show. Because I think I need to do somebody justice.
There we go. It's Max. I love TikTok. That's such a Max moment.
Yeah. I
That's
like how
such a
Max
Max
like
moment.
moved to Twitch chat like new soy jack where? God damn it.
Alright, well, I'm gonna screenshot this. And then I'm going to open up Discord and post it into the meme dump. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other one that I'm going to do. Max, uninstall TikTok and watch YouTube Shorts. No, they're both shit. They're both the exact same thing. Alright, so now here's the next one. Alright, so Fall of Western Society. Let's just put trans and TikTok there right away. Joe Biden as well. Those three are automatic. Fall of Western Society. Psychosis is memeable, I honestly feel.
Really?
Bipolar, tolerable. Psychopathy, come on, Eric Cartman, tolerable. Porn addiction, considering thoughts. Low testosterone, I feel like considering thoughts.
Yeah.
Man-child, let's do considering thoughts with that one as well. Weed addiction, intolerable. Asperger's, memeable. Liberal, fall of Western society. ADHD, tolerable. Actually, no, let's do intolerable because it's ADHD. It's fucking annoying. You think porn is the fall of Western society? You know, honestly, I agree with you on that. Depression, the memeable. No, actually, no, hold on. Let's go intolerable with that. And let's put furry as memeable because we can make fun of them.
I want to
OCD,
stop you right there.
OCD,
I think that
intolerable as
depression is
shit.
unironically considering thoughts because you're considering thoughts and you're depressed.
Oh, right. Neuralink, considering thoughts. Neckbeard nest, intolerable. Tourette syndrome, I want to say memeable solely because of Tourette's guy. Schizophrenia, let's do tolerable. And then dyslexia is memeable. I think that's a good tier list. Personally, I think you're missing a category. What category? What category, Alex? It should be euthanized. What? The fall of Western society replaced with euthanized? Yeah, I'm gonna screenshot this as well. That's a good one. Alex, you are like 5 of these. Real. If it wants to paste a picture, there we go.
I love TikTok.
Better than you ruined my life. Western society is better. Mate, Western society is failing because of these 5, Peyton. You gotta admit this.
It's pretty much fact.
It is fact. Not pretty much is fact. But yeah, that's gonna be it for that. Unsalvageable material. What? Let me quickly minimize that and go back to, hold on, let me go full screen again on this. And boom. There we go. I know, I'm saying the tier name Western Society is better than euthanized. Yeah, exactly. It's funnier. Because it quite literally is the fall of Western Society.
I think this wraps everything up. Does anybody else have any other questions?
Any other questions? This is a pretty good SavageCast. I enjoyed this greatly.
I want to say one thing. For the guy who said that they want an enemy tier list, I'll make that, how about during just Falsathon? Enemy tier list.
Just Falsathon, enemy tier list? Oh, I'm so for it. Like, Boiler Room of Hell should be like the lowest one. And then Frenemy should be the top tier. Is that you DMing me, Don?
Yeah, I'm just typing down notes.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
DevGun missed the slander, stupid idiot.
You missed a slander? SMH. I hope I'm frenemy tier. Put me on the enemy list. Fuck you, Jasic. No, Sean. No, I like you, though. I'm like your best friend that annoys you. Yeah, honestly, put Alex in the enemy tier list. Because I already know which rank he's going into. He's going into frenemy tier. He's going into the frenemy tier. Put me on the enemy tier list anyway, says Max. Okay, well. But half of you aren't even going to be enemies. You're just going to be frenemies.
Oh, Max was a former enemy.
You're gonna be the shit that stinks that's on my shoe and it doesn't go away. I'm a frenemy. Yes, you are, Peyton. Yes, you fucking are. Alright.
The SavageCast was mid. Hated it.
The SavageCast was mid. Hated it. My name's Joman. I hate everything Jasic does. Mid. Hated it.
Mid.
All of us must be on the enemy list. This is a revolution.
Mid.
Bro, is this going to be another tier list of everyone again? Don, should I just do a tier list of everyone too? Electric Boogaloo?
Maybe.
Except it won't even be taken seriously because, like, ranking people I enjoy talking to is, like, next to fucking impossible.
I just want to show everybody my trash can.
Your trash can robot that eats money. Chat as a whole is J6op. Okay, whenever I'm just Stolfo, that is true, Corbin. Whenever I'm cosplaying as some fucking anime bullshit, you guys are my enemy, and I hate all of you. But I also love all of you. You got, like, just something comes out of all of you. Like, I summon demons out of all of your bodies whenever I just put on the wig.
I'm Braxton. You need to respect people.
Wow. Yo, he whipped out the Jew robots. It eats money. It eats money. God, I'm so sorry for making all these jokes, Don. I really
It's
am.
fine.
It's so fucked up.
Can I get much higher?
So high. Respect people? Nah, you're Western. As someone who gets physically ill seeing you dressed as bubblegum bitch, I can attest. Yeah, Jasek dressed in anime cosplay turns me gay, then Don turns me back straight so it evens out. That just means you're bi, bro. You're just like Peyton. You both should kiss.
Bipolar.
Ah! Nice one. But yeah. Does anybody have any more questions for Don and I before we head out? This is a short one, but a sweet one, I'd argue. Definitely
say
a
so
short
myself.
SavageCast, but a really sweet one. Any questions, anyone? By yourself. Yeah, Peyton, you're by yourself.
I have OCD. You mean OBCD?
Obesity? Oh my god. Don, why aren't you the sexiest man alive, like, on the internet?
What do you mean by that? Am I not the sexiest, or do you want me to be sexiest?
If you include bi and LGBT, then they admit there's only two. Yep. But if you say that to them, they'll call you a hateful bigot. Don, you live in obesity. Oh my god. What are Don's other hobbies than doing slanders?
My other hobbies? Fortnite.
What's Don's other hobbies? Fortnite. God, you really are the NPC soy. You play Fortnite, bro.
I love Fortnite.
Yeah, you need to make a soy check if you go, I love Fortnite.
Oh, I will add that on my list.
All right, what is Don's favorite sports team?
I don't know.
He doesn't watch sports, guys. Who is Don's favorite anime character? I know the answer to this.
Okay, my favorite anime. One Piece has a lot of favorite anime characters. There's Whitebeard, the One Piece.
I was going to say Whitebeard, and I was right.
Okay, but I think one of my favorite anime characters so far is this guy named Kuma. Basically, this guy, like, he had shit thrown at him since birth. Like, if I were to go on a nerd rant for a second, got taken as a child as a slave, basically beaten down, and despite all of that, he still managed to raise a child that wasn't even his, and punched basically the guy that ruined his life. So he's basically Chad.
Nice.
Chad in every single form.
So to add on to this, who is your favorite waifu?
Who my favorite waifu? Honestly, well, besides Pura, of course, Nico Robin.
Who?
Nico Robin.
I have no clue
She's
who
got
that is.
big booba and very caring.
As death can ruin my life.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of Nico.
I am very confused as to who this is, Don.
Or I'll just send you a DM. It's One Piece character. Alrighty, and sent. Just give me a minute, and yeah, it's sent.
She wears a cowboy hat?
Yeah.
That screams big tomboy energy. I'm drawing the Fortnite soy, says Max. Uh-oh.
Finally, somebody besides me that does soy art.
She's the One Piece gal that has the hand fruit or hand fruit, so she can basically summon hands like a flowers. What? Do you even English, Alex?
Now I know what he's talking about. Just anime power.
She only wears cowboy hat and Alabasta, but then dresses different the rest of the series. What's Alabasta?
It's One Piece. Just ignore what he's saying.
Okay. All right. The One Piece roots either makes them. Oh, Tanner's here.
Oh, great.
Hey, Tanner, do you have any questions for Don and I?
Shut up, Tanner. No, mute him. I don't care.
Mute
Mute
him?
him right now. I don't want to hear him. Mute him. Mute him right
Alabasta
now.
is basically like Saudi Arabia, but the guy named Crocodile really wants to take over the country like Putin with Ukraine.
Yeah, get out, Tanner. Get out. Nobody wants you.
Bro, don't be mean to Tanner.
All right.
He's not in voice chat, so we're okay. Favorite dinosaur? I'm not surprised he asked that question.
My favorite dinosaurs is 5-star Edward Newgate.
Edward Newgate. Isn't that Whitebeard?
Yeah.
I knew that! I knew that. I don't know. Maybe, Velociraptor, the one that works in a herd. Dinosaur Office! Roar! Who remembers that on the 3DS as a kid? I do.
I only remember Face Raiders and Street Pass. Street Pass was the GOAT.
I'm a dead dinosaur turned into a combustible rock. What's the slander to be released next? Ooh, good question.
Oh, slander to be released next. Let me just show you a little bit.
Isn't it the Just Alpha slander?
How about I show you guys a teaser for the next slander? Alright, I'll send it into J6TMs and right about now. You can show everybody it.
Let me quickly, Oh, okay.
This one I poured my soul into.
That's what it looks like. The Last Stand. Is that a Demon Core?
Yeah.
I knew it! I knew that was a Demon Core.
And the pattern is actually based off a character, the design of it.
Alright. Let me quickly go back into full screen here. Actually, hold on. And there we go.
It'll be releasing on Defaultathon, so keep your eyes open, guys.
That's Gollum? What do you mean? I don't think that's Gollum. I would know what Gollum looks like. What's your favorite dog or cat breed?
My favorite dog breed? Alright. My favorite dog breed was Poodle and Pomeranians.
Pomeranians are cute.
They're adorable.
They are. I'll give you that. I'm not a fan of dogs. I'm more cats. I just like cats. That's my favorite breed of cat. Cat. There.
There's only a few breeds of cat. Orange cat. And
Orange cat, gray cat, tabby cat, gray cat again, spotty cat, and black cat.
And furless cat.
Oh, and yeah, and naked cat. Bingus cat. Bingus cat.
Shut up, Dev God, with the neck. Oh shit.
Look, Alex, cat girls aren't real yet, although Elon wants to make them. So pray to Daddy Elon if you want a cat girl. My favorite cat is Cat. Understandable. I like Excavator Cat. I like the cat that eats the cardboard box to get out of it. Has anybody seen that meme?
Now, there's two types of people that like cats. Regular people and Chinese.
Bruh.
I had to do it.
Why?
I like cat versus
I'm
I
so
like
thankful
cat.
you didn't say whatever the fuck a doodle. I would have shanked you. Minus 100 social credits? Didn't a furry hacking group hack a nuclear research facility to force them to research cat girls? Yes. That's an actual thing that happened. Hackers are weird.
Don't forget to insert the enemy tier list in your default stuff on schedule, Jason.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do it. Well, I could just do that as filler or like a gap time. Because trust me, Don, I'll have plenty of gap time. You'll just have to egg me about it.
I think this ends off this SavageCast.
Any last questions, guys? Any last questions? Don, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you for joining with me and shooting the shit. This is a lot of fun. So I wanted CJ to be the next. Oh, yep.
Sorry for my parents interrupting earlier.
No, it's fine. I would say CJ might be the next guest, but I might pull somebody else in. So because CJ's busy with stuff, and I need to still contact him about when he's available. I might pull some people in. Sean, if you are interested, please let me know, because I'll gladly add you to the cast sometime if you want me to. And I can't really think of anyone else off the top of my head at the moment. But let me just quickly go through a few, just a few. I just want to make sure I have everyone accounted for, because I've already done Kira and Peyton. I may have you guys do it again sometime. But maybe if Fert is still here, maybe we could talk about stuff. I don't know. Maybe Grant. Maybe even Hunter again, because he was the one that did the first one with me this year. Oh, last year.
At TOTK.
At who?
Yeah, the TOTK SavageCast.
TLTK. Oh, the Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah. Gold Wolf would be interesting. Yeah. What I also want to do sometime though is have like 4 people on the cast, and all 4 of us talk about stuff.
Yeah, do you have plans for that during Desert Bus originally?
I did, but having Desert Bus as well as 2 or 3 other people who hot seat would be a bit difficult to set up. So that's why I just decided to play music instead. Max would be interesting to have a SavageCast with, honestly. That would be a great ironic turn of events, having him go from being banned to be a SavageCast guest. I'd like that.
He definitely wins character development.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
one more thing.
Oh, yes?
Joeman got mad that Max got the best ban award, and he didn't get any award.
Yeah, I know about that. Oh, Fondue. I don't know if he'd be comfortable showing his face though. So I don't that's up in the air for him. But I would totally love to have him for a SavageCast as well. But yeah, fuck that guy. No, but I've already done Peyton and Kira recently, and Don will have complete today. But I definitely have a couple of you guys that I'm considering, and Sean, I might just have you be around for the next one if you want me to. And also, speaking of Sean, I bought him orange juice, so if we want to play sometime in the future, we can. And I bought a bunch of you guys orange juice. By the way, if anyone wants 100% orange juice, let me know. I'll buy you the game. Like, I'm not even kidding.
I love orange juice.
I will buy you 100% orange juice right now. It's $2. Like, please go ahead.
That game is surprisingly fun.
Just let me know what's up. It's been a while since I was on. Yeah, no, I missed you, Sean. It's so glad to have you back, man. It's so glad to have you back. It makes me happy to see your face again. And I'm glad you're doing a lot better, because we've had talks in DMs, but I'm glad you're doing better. But yeah, no, Kira's SavageCast is pretty good. So is Peyton's. Peyton's, we just went on and really enjoyed ourselves. And then Don, we had a very short and sweet one, but frankly, they don't all need to be 3 hours long. This one was a good 2-hour cast, and I enjoyed it. But yeah, thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Don, do you have any... I don't think you have any socials you can shout out, but
no.
Yeah, you don't. So would you be okay with me uploading the enemy slander
Of course.
onto my YouTube?
It's already uploaded on the internet.
All right. What I might do is I might just upload all the slanders onto YouTube as their own thing, make a playlist for them. And then I might send that playlist to a certain somebody.
I'm still working on like remastering the old Slanders. I know, but
Gotcha.
like,
Well, let me know
yeah,
when those are
gentlemen,
done
like,
because I totally will do
want to be
that.
retconned.
But yeah, thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Don't go anywhere. In an hour, so go get a bite to eat or something. In an hour, I'll be doing Jackbox. So I will see you guys then. You all take care, stay savage, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!